division. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook. Maybe. And check out hole number 3. All right, so we got some options here. There's actually 4 ways to go at this hole. You can do the black line, you can do the white line, you can do a rough bump right here, or you can come at it on this side. I'm definitely going to be coming at it from the left and coming up to the hole. This is almost an absolutely guaranteed eagle. Now you can, where you land out here when you come in, I took the shot earlier today and I moved back. I put on maximum backspin, and however much of the right hand side spin I could put on, I'm bringing a sniper. Oh, excuse me. On this hole, I'm bringing a QB, and I'm bringing a Kingmaker, and I'm bringing a Kingmaker for distance and side spin. And I put on maximum backspin and however much right hand side spin I could get on the ball. You can't put on a lot of curl. You can put on some curl, but you can't put on a lot. And I was up here, had not a too long of a putt, not a max overpower putt. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get on the track with the hole. I don't want to end up down here on the lower edge. I want to end up here in the flat by the cup, and I want to try and get my trajectory. So you can get a very easy eagle if you're down here, but I'm trying to make sure that I have a super easy eagle. And while the goal is not to get hole-in-one on this hole, the goal is to get an eagle, I do want to be going right at the hole. So I'm going to work the max backspin. And what I'm going to do to try and get myself closer to the hole is to bring it closer to the hole. So I'm going to work. This is a shot that I'm going to continue to work, even though I know the shot that I have will get me an eagle. I'm trying to work it so that I'm closer and closer to the hole so that it's just an easier and easier eagle. So I'm going to use a QB and a Kingmaker. QB, quarterback, and a Kingmaker. That's all I need. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment on the drive. And I've got it, and I want to make sure that when I do the shot that I'm leaving myself at least 2 rings of distance between the transition between the fairway and the rough. And what I really want to do is when I get done with these videos, I'll go back and I want to try and find 2 points of reference. So that I'm 2 rings off the rough, but I have another ring that's like off of the sand or off of some other spot so that I can go out there and I can get in the same exact spot every time. It's hard to do it when you're only like, hey, I'm 2 rings off the rough, but where are you 2 rings off the rough? Like, are you down here 2 rings off? Or are you up here 2 rings off? So I'll set the shot up and go back and look and see, like, is my white ring rubbing up against the sand over here and I'm 2 rings off down here, but I want to find 2 points of reference. So my opponent's doing the rough bump. What you will find with this shot, especially the way that they're lining it up there, I would want to line it up a little bit more to the left and then bring it around to get me farther away from that sand. So where they're at right here, if they hit a great to the right, the way that the course bleeds out down there, you have a big chance of ending up. Now, they didn't take the wind out, maybe 1 ring, so they're going to end up 3 rings over from where they were at to the left. Hit it perfect. Watch their landing zone. So they're going to land about 3 rings to the left. And that's fine right there. That's all you need to get on this hole because that is a very makeable shot. Okay, so I was down in here earlier, but I'm going to eke myself up a little bit. Do maximum backspin and however much side spin I can get on there. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment, so that's 4, 4. So there's 4. 4 4s right there. And you'll notice that those rings were distorted. I'm going to do right up against the edge and curl. Hitting it perfect. So what I want to do is I want to add more curl on that. I'm trying to see what I can get away with for the minimum amount of curl. You can't put max on there because you'll clip those trees, but you can put on more than what I put on right there. So even though I've got this shot, I know I can get an eagle on this hole every time. I still want to work this shot because I like I said, I'm not trying to go for hole in one, but I want to end up where my ball is like right here. And it's all about the curl. So the next time I come here, I'm going to put a whole lot more curl on that shot. I'm going to bring my lower level account and I'll have to shoot that shot with a level 6 quarterback. And I'm going to put a lot more curl on it and see like what I can and can't do, like where the limits are. Right now I'm trying to start off with the minimum that it takes to get over there, and I'll work it as the week goes on. And this is strictly because I didn't put on a lot of curl. That's why I'm having to take this shot from out here. So the wind's going to push me. I'm going to go on hedge my bets and go on the right hand side of the cup. This is one of those shots you have to hit perfect. And I hit it great to the right. If I was going to hit it great one side or the other and it still go in, great to the right was the side. If I'd hit that great to the left, it would have missed. A perfect would have been barely in the cup. You can set those shots up when you have those type of chip-ins where 2 out of 3 ain't bad. If you set it up where it's absolutely perfect, the only shot that will go in is perfect. But if you set it up off to the left or the right, you can open the window so that a perfect will go in and a great to the left or a great to the right. You're not going to catch all 3, but you can give yourself 2 out of 3. I'm going to take a practice shot on this because I'm let's see what I have in my bag here. See if my opponent can get over. Getting over nicely. I'm coming here with a bigger power ball. Normally I come at this with a katana and a Saturn. Not sure what my secondary club is here. It's a Grizzly. Let's see if I can start off on the other side with a Grizzly and still get it done. I'm going to come way out. I'm watching that ball guide come right towards the hole. And what I'm gonna do here is this is a 100% accurate club, so it's 2.4 rings. I'm not gonna put any curl on it. I'm gonna just see what happens when I just hit the shot straight. If it actually responds like the ball guide says it's going to. And I hit it great to the left, about 75 rings. And I'm not sure why I'm getting this lag. I was getting 0 lag. Now I'm getting some, but I know some of my teammates have mentioned that they're that this hole's eating their lunch, or that this is their nemesis hole. There's a ton of different ways to get to this hole from the other side, and you don't have to engage those little islands where you're doing the bounce over. And you can get it done with pretty much any club in your bag. It just depends. If you're in a club that doesn't have a lot of backspin, you need to go farther to the left, so it gives you more room for you to bring it to the right. And there's a ton of different ways you can get that done on the green side every single time with any club in your bag and any ball. You just have to adapt your shot, and you've got tons of room over on the left-hand side, so you can move it over to the left, and you can use curl, you can use side spin, you can do all kinds of stuff to bring the ball back over to the right. But that hole right there should be a birdie every single time you go there. If you get on that hole one time and you get a par because you were doing those island hops and bouncing over, you'll understand why I'm saying that I do not want to get anything worse than a birdie on that hole. And that particular shot on the green side, you can get a birdie every single time. It's almost guaranteed. All right. That was hole number 3 of the Holiday Hills tournament and Monday's practice round in the Rookie division. Thanks for watching.